Hello everyone, and welcome back to RuneScape. So we're going to make things quick today because as you can see on the top left of the screen, I'm burning double XP time just for the sake of releasing this episode. So yeah, this week it's double XP week. You get 36 hours throughout 10 days to get double XP. I've used a little over 10 hours of it. In that time, I have gained 2 agility levels, 1 woodcutting level, 1 rune crafting level, and 1 construction level, as well as XP and other skills that just hasn't been enough to reach a level yet. In the course of doing the agility, I did the Anachronia agility course. I got all 3 totem pieces you get from that, and finally, I got the essential oils. It took a lot longer than I'd hoped, but we're going to go ahead and upgrade our base with that. Now, I did do the sleeping quarters upgrade off camera because, you know, I got tired of waiting for me to do an episode. But basically, yeah, this will let me increase my agility XP and make the spot effects last longer, but I never use those. But anyway, let's go ahead and upgrade that. So there's that. Now we can go ahead and run on down here to the spa just to check out what it looks like very quickly. We could try using one of the pools, I guess. Saltwater treatment. We can do that. But yeah, so today's big thing though, besides the DXP week, is of course that Farming 120 and Herblore 120 have come out, which I really wish they hadn't released that this week, but they did. So yeah, I'm not really going to check those updates out until after I've burned through the last 25 hours and 45 minutes of this. However, we can at least go get started on the ranch because I need to spend all of my hard-earned stuff, although I did just spend a lot of it, admittedly. But to get there, the only way I know of right now, there's other ways, I think. But the simplest way is to just go to the Anachronia lodestone and then you run on over here. I know you can get a spirit tree there at 114 farming, but we are not there yet. We're at 103 farming, which is a nice little boost, you know? At least we don't have to start from 99. And we're almost 101 Herblore. I have been throwing a few lamps in there over the past week, whenever I do log in. And I guess to keep you guys updated on what's going on in RuneScape 3, I probably won't be playing RuneScape 3 as much for the rest of the year because I've become addicted to the old school RuneScape Twisted League, which is the most fun I've had playing RuneScape in a long time. But as a result, I have less time to spend on this. For now, I'm sure I'll get bored of it at some point. But yes, here we are. So we're on that little island, I believe. We load up the map. Yeah, so we're on this island here, the Anachronia Dinosaur Farm, as it's called now. It's huge. It takes forever to run around anywhere. The dinosaur pens are massive and everything. But we can just go run on in here. We know the deal with farming. We don't need to talk to anyone. We can just go straight to the farmer's market. We can buy some deeds. I have plenty of beans, luckily. A lot more beans than I had on my main account. My main account only had, like, maybe 15,000. We can go ahead and buy all these. How do you unlock this? Oh. I don't have high enough farming level. Wow. Yeah, we can get the breeding unlocked immediately, which is great. That'll be beneficial. We could also buy some frogs and salamanders, but I'll hold off on that because I don't want them to get diseased and have to fix them. That would be crappy. So, yeah, we have the seasonalizer, we have the frog collector, we have the Jadingo jailer, and apparently a Spicati selector. Who knew? But you can just run on over here. It'll give you that. I'm disappointed it doesn't use a menu like the other one because you can't actually see what resources you have. So I guess we'll just have to build these until it says we can't. I think these cost 25, so we may or may not, depending on which resource. Nah, we don't. Too bad. So at least we got the small one, though. The small one will let us have frogs and stuff. So that's a little thing, but I can show you guys. Like, if we look here, so we're here, so you can see there's water in each little pen. So there's one up there, there's one over here, and it just keeps going and going all the way over here. So much stuff. Yeah, this is the breeding pen. I have to run all the way over here if you want it. But yeah, there's some interesting new effects for the farming totems and stuff. We don't know all of them yet, but we will figure it out. I can go ahead and show you guys, I guess, just real quickly, the content. They did add a few things before the 99s in these skills as well. But we'll focus on the above 99 stuff. Well, we got avocados at 99, and Seeker trees. I'm not going to read everything, but mango bushes, tomb shrooms. I think tomb shrooms, are they the ones that are supposed to be Zyomite food? I don't know. Seems a bit silly to need such a high farming level to feed something so much lower. But, that may be the case. The money tree sounds interesting. Apparently you can get the seeds from bird's nests once you hit 99. From working on woodcutting, I had like a dozen bird's nests in my bank. None of them gave the seed, so it's either rare or, you know, old nests don't work. One or the other. And Herblore, they did add food potions for a new primal feast, which requires 115 cooking, which is kind of weird, but you know. Anyways, like, they added it to give a point to the potion, but, like, the potion didn't have to exist. Anyway, yeah, so, we got weapon poison +++, sticky bombs, poison bomb, Warby 250% experience, apparently. I didn't know that was there. Power bursts. A lot of stuff in Herblore. I'm not looking forward to this, to be honest. I've never liked Herblore as a skill to train. I didn't like farming until the farm update, and then they've kind of made it less like what I like because of the feeding thing. Mostly because I just always forget to come back and check, so I feed them, and then I forget to come back, and the food runs out, and it's wasted money, and they get diseased, and so I have to feed them again and wait, and it's just not the ideal situation. I need to get better on remembering things. But yeah, so that is the quickest glance possible at these two new 120s, which I will not be working on really at all this week, in all likelihood. I imagine I'll work on farming first, and Herblore will probably be more of a throw XP into it that I get elsewhere, you know, the troll invasion or whatever and all that. We'll probably get tossed into Herblore, try to get that up. But there is one final thing today, because, you know, two big things on DXP week wasn't enough, so we also have Rune Paths coming back, but it's a little different this time. It's kind of Halloween themed because they were originally going to release it around Halloween, I guess. Yeah, you can complete tasks. Because I'm a Premier Club member, I get access to the Premier tasks. So that's one of the things they changed is Rune Paths, even if you were a Premier Club member, you had to pay for it. This time around, Premier Club members just get it, which makes a lot more sense. It would add a lot more value to Premier Club if we knew for sure they were actually going to keep this as a thing, but we don't actually know. You can also, of course, buy skips and stuff because it's the modern day and everyone lets you pay money to skip stuff, according to, well, people who do it at least. But yes, so we can complete either task to get the rewards. Task A, Yak Story. Task B, Foul Fight. How do you see? We have to click this. View task. It's not viewing. Oh, it views on this side, but what do I do? Complete either task, but what is the task? I don't understand this interface. I don't want to use a task token. Do I? No, not really. Ah, there we go. We figured it out. We can kill a duck, or we can talk to Count Yakula. In Berthope, apparently. Alright, Berthope it is. Wasting my DXP for this. This better be worth it. For Silverhawk Down. I mean, I guess it's worth it, because the Silverhawk Down will get double XP'd. Help me get towards Agility 99. So my goal for this year is still to get Max Cape. That's my goal. All 99s. For the 25 hours I have here, it'll be focused on getting non-combat skills up. And then after DXP, it'll be combat skills. I don't expect to get many 99s during DXP, but just progress, you know. Like, my goal is probably 96 woodcutting, so I can at least start on Golden Bamboo. Okay, where is he? Where is this Count Yakula? Didn't they, like, reserve a spot here for events? Oh well. Maybe that's what this is, the reserve spot. I don't know. Baru. Ah. It's a spooky-looking yak. Do take care in whom you are calling spooky, as you are most likely to cause offense. Ah. It can talk. I should know that, because I have 99 summoning. Yes, human, I can talk. And quite frankly, I do not take too kindly to your surprise. I'm sorry. Worry not, Count Yakula is not known to hold a grudge. Thanks? I'm the World Guardian, KaBob. Pleasure to meet you. Charmed. Well, this is boring. Can I just say bye? And... no, I have to actually talk to him about something. How does the yak track work? I'm not going to read this because I already know. Kind of already explained the basics. Is that enough? Maybe I can go in here and claim. No. Learn about his tragic backstory. That's what we need. How did you become an undead yak count? Now that is a tale for the ages. Long ago, there was a well-respected nobleman. He was a philanthropist, sharing his wealth with those less fortunate, ensuring everyone was fed and clothed. And I was his leading work yak. Words of his good deeds had spread throughout the land, and he was to be granted the title of Count for his generosity. The preparations were put in place, and the final step was a simple signature to make it all official. However, before his signature was taken, a great tragedy occurred. While out on one of our excursions, we were ambushed by a group of vampires. He was lucky enough to make it out unscathed. I, however, was not so fortunate. I succumbed to my wounds, and a terrible curse befell me. Day to day, I found myself growing weaker. My body began to decay, and my mind no longer felt like it was my own. But no matter how far I fell, no matter how much I suffered, death would not take me. The yak doctors tried their hardest. They poked and prodded me, gave me salve after salve of medicine, but in the end, there was naught they could do. The nobleman, stricken with grief, knew what had to be done. However, he was unable to do it himself. With the help of the doctors, he drafted a letter to the local vampire hunters. He knew the curse would not grant me a release, but these specialists could bring an end to my suffering. Okay. However, there was a mix-up. Somehow his name made it onto the elimination request to the hunters. And my name was passed on to the royalty to become Count. Oh. It is said that grief has a great effect on the mind. In this case, one simple error had such costly consequences. That's actually 2 errors. No, because 2 different incorrect forms. But alas, a lot of time has passed since then. Although I continue to suffer each and every day, I have become accustomed to the pain. I'm really sorry. Hopefully someday we'll be able to find a cure. Hopefully doth butter no parsnips, whatever. But I do appreciate the kind sentiment. I mean, I can kill vampires, I'll just kill you right now. If it's that big of a deal to find someone who knows how to kill vampires. Is this what led you to opening up the actor? Oh my gosh, too much dialogue. I don't need this much backstory to MTX. Even I can't be bothered to read that much. Jeez. 25 tight springs. But I wanted the other thing. Apparently I'm getting tight springs. How do I claim it? Complete either task to get the rewards. But where? I am so confused. There it is. Alright, we got our Silverhawk down. I can shove that into my Silverhawk boots in a second. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do today, is check out the update in the most minimal form as possible, and also just to show that I have not abandoned this game. I didn't want people to think I was like only going to do old school RuneScape from now on, because it'd been a while. Nah, there's just, you know, all the outrage and stuff. I didn't really feel much motivation to play RuneScape 3. And, yeah, but I'm back. Kind of. Like I said, Twisted League is probably going to occupy a lot of my time, unless I get bored of it. Anyway, so, Yeah, probably I'll be doing some big game hunter during this 25 hours, so I'll probably be buying the Hunter Lodge. I guess I could try to get that real quick in this episode so we can see what it looks like. I just shove everything into there. And we can go ahead and charge my boots. But yeah, so I'll probably do some big game hunter, both to get the hunter levels, because I don't really like normal hunter anyway, so I might as well do that, but also because I'm kind of using the double XP as a motivation to do things that I've needed to do. Like the woodcutting, I did that in Minifos, and I got some of my Minifos reputation or whatever ranked up. And I got the essential oils finally from the course. And I figure I might as well work on the other stuff too, because I'd really like to max out all the things on here. And the only way to do that, of course, is to get all the various items. And I don't think I have any of the others yet. So we need to get the item for this and this and this. I really, really want the skill cape stand. But we need to get whatever dinosaur-related item is required for that. Okay, so I cut the video there because it was just taking too long. I've gone ahead and switched the guys to where they're gathering supplies that would help me get the next tier of the Hunter Lodge, but we can go ahead and build the first tier now. I think it goes right over here, right? I have no idea. Yeah, there it is. There's the first tier of the Hunter Lodge. Yeah, we'll need 60k of each of these. It'll take a little while, you know, given how many I get per hour, but I should be able to get it. Obviously, I'll balance these out better. That's just the starting thing. I do want that before the end of the DXP, though. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm losing my words, but yeah. This is the Hunter Lodge. Now we can slightly more efficiently do big game hunter, if desired. And this place looks a little fancier now. We're starting to get built up here. I'm surprised how little I actually had built, honestly. I felt like I had a little bit more than that, but it's just because you focus so much on getting the workers at the start that you don't really do all the other things if you're trying to be efficient. But if you're trying to be efficient, you shouldn't be like me and then spend months not doing it. That usually is a good idea. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys probably not until when this is run out, unless I get 99s, in which case I'll piece together an episode with the 99s. I'm not going to do like a single episode like, oh, I got Agility 99, goodbye. So yeah, the next episode will have any 99s and any post-DXP breakdown information and all that. But until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.